Okay, we'll call this How to Make a Two Swamp Yankee Style. As you can see, the house is in total disarray. We have twos everywhere. We have tulls everywhere. The most important thing about making twos is to get a beverage. That way you don't care how you cut. Here is the master at work cutting tool from the bolt. We wish up here in the north we had it on rolls. Do not run with scissors. We use the yardstick and always keep the fold towards the cutting edge. And as you can see, the Bonnaroo book is very handy to hold the tulle in place.
It's important.
The cocktail helps you not get too hung up on exact cuts. Bonnaroo had no idea how many ways their book could be used.
The more cocktails you have, the easier it gets.
It does help if you have that good pair of scissors that's never cut anything but cloth.
The less you care. That didn't turn out too bad.
Then you decide how wide you want your strips. A full or two, and Mayo can correct me on that. A full or two, I think, is 6 inches wide. If you want more strips, make them 4 inches. If you just like to cut things evenly like Quacker does, then you just cut it in half, cut it in half, cut it in half, cut it in half, and say you're done.
Nope. I stopped doing that. You couldn't tell by how they came out. That was too difficult. How wide do you want these out?
About 5 inches, please. That's another good reason why to have a cocktail, because I say I want them about 5 inches. It doesn't matter when I'm doing them if it's 4 or 3, 6, because they all look the same. Poor Mayo is cringing because she gets 6-inch rolls and can make them perfect. So you get the idea of cutting. Now, like on the cooking shows, we will hand this over to Dawn and we will go to our pre-prepared ingredients.
Wait, it's so much fun. Okay.
Follow me into the living room.
Walk this way.
Walk this way until my back feels. I do not advise the Swamp Yankee approach if you have a bad lower back. I have tried using dress forms. What I find is that if I'm using dress forms or anything else, I pull the elastic too much and the 36 inches ends up being 42 inches when I'm done. So I pin it to the carpet and then I utilize the Swamp Yankee method, which is your feet. Taking your strips of tulle. The most important thing is that whichever way you go, whether you go open end or closed end, you do the same way every time. So I work with the folded end. That always goes underneath first, comes up. You open the fold, slide the other end through, and then it's kind of like when you used to play cats in the cradle as a child. Hold it with your finger, put your thumb on the elastic to not bend your elastic, pull tight, and you've added. And then you just keep repeating that process, always the same way, because you want your band to be the same way, and you never want to tighten so much that your band creases. You always want to keep that band straight, so if you use your thumb, it holds your band nice and straight. When you filled your 2 as
Do
much
it again.
What was that?
Do another one.
Okay.
Because I'm doing a close-up of
Okay.
you doing the band.
And always the same way. It does get fun when you've had too many cocktails and you can't figure out how to tie anymore. Fingers, thumb, tight, but don't twist the band. The proper way to finish your 2 is to have the ends sewn together. Lay your 2 out on your cutting board, measure everything perfectly, and cut as needed. This is Swamp Yankee Roo style. So if you have a quilting cutting board, which I just got and it's fabulous, you just stretch your 2 out, even it all up with the top board, pin it to your carpet again, make sure the lengths are all pulled out, and then if anything needs to be trimmed, you just take your quilting cutter and trim any excess. If you don't have a quilting cutter,
Get one.
use scissors. Be careful. Don't run with them. And then when you're all done, of course I have a lot more to add to this one. Sew your ends together. And then bring it to your dining room table, because we in South County don't actually eat at dining room tables. We craft on them. And go ahead, find your ribbons, add them, add your embellishments. Glue, don't burn yourself, and you're done. This is my favorite. I love the Daisy Delight. So delicate. There's your lesson, halls and bonsai. Good luck. Mayo, sorry if you're cringing, honey.
I hope you like our new lamp curtains.
Good luck.